Okay, what's up, everybody? Making sure that we are live. Okay, so today I want to be discussing uh, how you ultimately are affected by the moon, and not only that, but how you can work with the moon, whether you're a Christian to a pagan or whatever it is, how you can use a spiritual practice to work with the moon to ultimately get things that you desire in this life. You know, things work in cycles, and the moon actually has 8 parts to its cycle. Now, I want to talk to a second about how the moon actually like works with you, right, in the world. You see, the moon, it affects ocean tides, the weather, sleep patterns, moons, and even rates of fertility. Women's uh menstrual cycles are actually linked up to the moon. Now, how is this possible? The earth is about 70-75% water, and so are you. That goes into the as above so below uh theory. Now, I want to talk to you guys about I work with the moon, and I want to sum this all up real quick that there are 2 parts to the moon, from the new moon to the full moon, and then from the full moon to the new moon. And there's different parts to each one of that. And we're going to go into detail on this. And I want you guys to stick with me and watch this video. If you guys like content like this, spirituality, uh, just knowledge and wisdom, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and be watching for more videos. So the new moon is invisible for just one day because it goes from between the earth and the sun, and we can't see it. It's dark, right? So okay, so that's where it rests between the earth and the moon. I'm sorry. So the new moon, work with the new moon. This is a time for everybody to set goals, prepare uh your ritual space, your prayer space. This is time for new rituals and new prayers and new intentions, introspection, self-analysis. This is time that you take to reflect on your life and ultimately where you want it to go from here. Right? This is a new start. The new moon is a new start, and it establishes intentions and wishes and desires. This is the time to do that. So, uh, this might be a time for you guys to reflect on. Maybe I want to start a new process. Maybe I want to work with this deity, or I'm going to ask God for things to come into my life. The new moon is ultimately it's female energy, and there's a lot of it's considered with darkness. So um this time it is things that are going to kind of go away in your life. Now, this is the time I'm sorry, it's time for things to come into your life. Now, this goes when the first after 3 days of the new moon, we get into the waxing crescent moon. It's 3 days after the full moon, and this is time to ask for things to come into your life. It's time for like you guys to ask for money, uh, career changes. This is time to go out and set water outside at night, and from don't let the sun hit it. But this is time for new moon water if you guys practice that. And this is like the aspect of the maiden, like I am worthy of friendship and love. I am worthy of having a good career, and I am worthy to be happy. This is that time. Now, The first quarter is first quarter moon is self-care, growth, manifestation. And this starts after the seventh day of the full after the new moon. This is a great time to focus on love, uh, healing, your deepest wishes and desires to come into your life. This is growth and self-care time, and it will last for like 3 days. So this is perfect time for all that to come into your life. All this is stuff that's coming into your life as the moon gets fuller. It's energy that's coming in. This is the best time to ask for it to attract things into your life. Is what I'm ultimately getting at. All these uh there's different like chapters through the new moon to the full moon, and different chapters from the full moon to the new moon, and I'm going to be continuing to analyze this. But this is a perfect time for things to come into your life. So like I am right now, I just had a stroke, so I am asking for healing. I am asking for blessings. I'm asking uh for positivity to come in my life. The doctors take care of me, get whatever I need in this life, positive to come into my life. Now, things start to change right around this full moon, which the full moon is Tuesday on the 23rd. So, this it's 14 days after, excuse me, the new moon. This is all about results and taking chances. This is divination and confidence, and a time to reflect on all the things that have accumulated in your life since the new moon. A reflection time. This is the time to ask for anything or do spells for anything. And even the Christians that I know, there's a lot of Christians like they say, well, we don't do spells. Well, anytime that you pray and put intentions out into the universe, they that's spells. There are the gospels are God spells. Look at the book of Psalms. It's nothing but uh witchcraft. All those things they're full of. Um Now, this is also a time for romance, abundance, protection, love, and asking for wisdom. This is a time. The full moon is whatever goes in positivity. Okay, because this is where things change. And yes, I got notes in front of me because there's so much to this. Now, excuse me, my nose is running. But so the next 3 days after the full moon, it goes into the waxing gibbous. Now, this is where banishing and getting rid of things in your life coming. So me being having a stroke, I'm going to be asking to get rid of the disease, to get rid of the negative energy, to get rid of things that aren't serving me for my good. The other chance is things coming in your life. This part is things going out of your life. Now, this is time for like uncrossing and releasing like addictions, like uncrossing spells, cutting cord spells, getting rid of stuff, things that aren't serving you. The last quarter, 7 days after the full moon, this is a time for rest, considering like justice or even like revenge. Now, don't take it into your own hands, but this is a time to ask for it. Ask for things to be set right. Set uh, all the things that have been wronged to be set right. And don't make any big decisions during this time either. It's a bad time for it. So that's how you work this. Next, we got the waning crescent, 10 days after. This is time to look back, be grateful, and closure. There's a time for like reflection of if you aren't at a good job, a relationship, friendships that you need to get rid of, this is a perfect time for that. Perfect time to start cutting things out of your life, getting rid of those things. This is like a lot of death energy, but death energy also brings life. So you get rid of something and ultimately you can get something. If your hands are full, right, and you drop it, that's death energy. But ultimately, now you can pick something up, new up. And this is 10 days after the full moon. That is the last part. So I wanted to just give you the definition of gibbous. It's an adjective. It's having the observable illuminated part greater than the semicircle and less than a circle. And the crescent, right, is a carved sickle of the waxing or waning moon, growing and increasing in development. So that is what I want to talk to you guys about today. I do a lot of my meditations, my prayers, any kind of work that I've been doing around the moon cycles. Have you ever got going on vacation and thought, it just didn't work out for you? Maybe it's because it wasn't as great as you thought it would be, because maybe that wasn't the time to work with the moon, or things aren't going right in your relationship, but then it seems like things turn around at a couple of days or weeks later. It's because the moon will affect you. You are 75% water, just like the earth. It controls the tides in and out. It affects everybody. So I wanted to come on here to talk to you guys about the moon and how it just if you work with certain deities, there's a goddess like in pagan culture, like Hecate. Hecate is the goddess of the moon and the moon cycles, the goddess of death energy, taking you through the pass of the Quilops. And like that energy to work with her, for example, ultimately works around the moon. So look into this further, guys. I've already ran over. I try not to have my videos go too long. And I do appreciate everybody that stuck around. Hit the like button, and I will see you guys next time I see you. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do. All right, guys. Thank you for listening.